Corpses are bursting from the earth. Violence erupts as people try to slow the hordes with bombs and guns. The zombie apocalypse is finally here. But while you're cramming into your family's doomsday bunker and getting ready to eat canned soup for the next 30 years, scientists are hard at work, searching for the cause behind the chaos. And what they find is shocking. The source of this global pandemic isn't your typical virus, bacteria, or even that weird gunk you found in the cafeteria food, but rather a fungus. This is the concept of 2013 video game and 2023 TV show The Last of Us, in which humans become infected by mushrooms. Now, fortunately for us, real-life fungi can only infect insects, so the idea of a mushroom controlling something as complex as a human is entirely unrealistic. Or at least I thought it was, until September 4th of 2024, when CNN Science revealed that a team of Cornell University researchers have created a robot powered by mycelium mushrooms. Completely controlled by this light-sensitive fungus, this robot uses its 5 legs to scuttle away when exposed to light. Robots like this are a type of biohybrid robotics, an emerging type of technology that's blurring the line between what it means to be alive and what it means to be machine. So today, let's first explore what these robots are and how they work. Then we can move on to their modern applications, and finally, dive into what a future with this technology might look like. So, are these robots future zombie-causing parasites, or are there extensive uses for them? In order to answer this, we first need to understand what these robots are and then how they work. According to tech firm ETH Zurich, these robots are comprised of both living systems and synthetic soft materials. In other words, they're made by combining robotic materials with living things. The biological modules used here can serve as sensors, power suppliers, and controllers, but today are most commonly used as actuators, meaning that they facilitate physical movement. But how exactly do these robots work? Well, in an August 8th, 2024 article, the Cornell Chronicle revealed that these robots are actually controlled by different kinds of living organisms, such as, I know this might sound a little gross, but I assure you it's all perfectly normal stuff, like rodent brain cells, or live insects, or in this case, fungal mycelia, or mushrooms. By growing mycelia into the electronics of a robot, one of the scientists explains, they were able to allow the biohybrid machine to sense and respond to its environment. These robots are using their biological components to detect and interact with the biochemical signals around them. This allows them to operate autonomously, almost like a driverless car. So let's steer on over from that what's and hows to the modern applications of this technology. First, we'll look into its limitations before moving on to how scientists are already overcoming them. So first, the challenges. According to the University of Illinois, on September 16th of 2019, unfortunately, this technology just isn't as mature as other fields. Now, scientists have made some incredible developments, such as the creation of tiny biohybrid robots made out of rodent cardiac muscles, capable of both walking and swimming. Unfortunately, these robots struggle to create large forces, making their movements difficult to control. Not to mention, their differing DNA means that no two biobots are ever alike, creating inconsistent results. Nonetheless, scientists are pushing forward and attempting to overcome these limitations. This is why the mushroom robots were considered such a huge breakthrough. When they were first developed, they were capable of walking, changing directions, and even rolling in response to the electrical signals generated by the mycelia. But mushrooms aren't the only ones making an impact on this field. Cyborg cockroaches, or the stuff of my nightmares, are currently being developed. On September 18th of 2024, The Independent covered a team of Singaporean scientists who are attaching electronic backpacks to live cockroaches. They use these backpacks to send signals to the cockroaches, making them turn left or right, while preserving their natural ability to navigate obstacles independently. When they released 20 cyborgs into a desert, as one does, they even noticed that the cockroaches would work together, helping each other overcome difficult terrain. Now, these robots do currently face trouble staying upright and sometimes need a little help getting back up, but the scientists are committed to continuing their research. in the hopes that they'll someday be able to use these robots as cameras to aid on search and rescue missions. And I thought Gregor Samsa had it rough. But speaking of insects, let's crawl on over from the modern applications to the futuristic implications of our sci-fi friends. First in the medical field, and second with the environment. So to start, Harvard University School of Engineering, alongside colleagues from Emory University, have yielded promising results for the medical field in a February 2022 study. They've created the world's first fully autonomous biohybrid fish. But what makes this so incredible is that the robot was made out of human cardiac muscles. The article explains that it swims by recreating the muscle contractions of a pumping heart. Essentially, scientists are creating an early blueprint that could someday allow us to study cardiac diseases like arrhythmia, or even synthesize a fully artificial heart from scratch. Furthermore, in March of 2023, Cambridge University researchers were actually able to use biohybrid technology to strengthen the connection between the brain and paralyzed limbs of rats. They theorized that in the future, humans could have chips installed in their brains, allowing them to move paralyzed or even robotic limbs, almost like Elon Musk controlling Donald Trump. Outside of the medical field, however, we can also take a look at the environment. According to National Geographic, on October 18th of 2024, biohybrid robots have the potential to help us protect some of the most important but inaccessible parts of our world. Engineer Vicky Westerwood of Carnegie Mellon University explains that organic robots could be perfect for cleaning trash out of coral reefs, because traditional robots made out of metal and plastic could simply cause more pollution. Sorry, Wally. Additionally, with fungi's natural ability to detect radiation, we can even use mushroom-based robots to help us monitor some of the world's most uninhabitable areas affected by nuclear disaster, which hopefully won't backfire by causing the robots to mutate and kill us all like a big fungal Godzilla, but I'm sure it'll all be fine. So today, we've scurried, crawled, and swam through the what's and how's, modern applications, and futuristic implications of biohybrid robotics. We've seen how we can create and innovate using an array of living organisms, whether that's live cockroaches, human heart cells, or of course, the reliable mushroom. Which brings us back to our original question. Is the zombie apocalypse upon us? Well, it doesn't seem like mind-controlling fungi are taking over the world anytime soon. But every day, science brings us a little closer. So keep that doomsday bunker fully stocked, just in case.